Hello everyone and welcome to the 2022 to 2023 ASB Hetero Debate. I'm Nora Nikfarjam.
And I'm Hatanian. Stay tuned for information about this year's candidates and their campaigns. To start, we will interview all the candidates running for Student Body President. This year's candidates are Ashley Jarabchi and Jasmine Vahabzadeh.
Just a disclaimer, the questions have not been released to the candidates and they have 30 seconds to answer each question. To start off, let's start with Ashley's opening statements.
Hey everyone, I'm Ashley Jarabchi and I'm running to be your next Student Body President. Throughout the past 2 years that I've been in ASB, I've been your sophomore class president and I'm currently your Student Body Vice President. I believe that my experience that I've had throughout these years leads me to be the best candidate and who you should vote for. I look forward to making senior year one to remember, and I look forward to planning new ideas and new events that Beverly has never seen before.
Hi guys, my name is Jasmine Vahabzadeh and I'm also running to be your Student Body President. I'm currently a junior and I'm involved in different activities at Beverly Hills High School. I'm part of the cheerleading team and I'm on different club boards like CERT Club and Teen Court. Though this was only my first year in ASB, I was super passionate about it and I'm currently your junior vice president. I think that next year, if I were to be elected student body president, I'd be very happy and willing to make changes that need to be made and do the things that need to be done to make this the best school year yet.
Okay.
Thank you so much. So for the next question, we want to know, why do you want to be hetero president? Let's start with current hetero vice president Ashley Jarabchi.
So the reason why I really want to take this position is because after, being in ASB for the first time my sophomore year, I found a really big passion for the class, and I immediately knew from then that I wanted to take on a bigger role to be able to make the changes that need to be made and be able to introduce the ideas that I have, including ones that Beverly hasn't seen, like senior send-off, where, we could rent a yacht for a day and, we could really highlight senior year instead of...
Fortunately, your time is up. Let's send it to Jasmine.
I'm running to be the president because I really enjoy ASB and I really enjoy the community and getting to know different members of each grade level, hearing their opinions on different topics and just working with them to plan and produce dances and different events. Next year, I would love to produce more fundraisers and make more funds for the rest of the classes and just get to know everyone at the school and make it a more safe, calm environment for everyone who attends.
Perfect. And our second question is, what is your vision for the 2022 to 2023 school year? Let's start with Jasmine this time.
My vision for the 2022 to 2023 school year is to have much more school spirit. I think we can do much more lunchtime activities and also plan more dances and have more events that just really showcase our ASB and how the student body works together to make these events happen. I also can foresee more fundraising opportunities to help with subsidizing the costs for prom and just having a good time being the president and making friends with the rest of the underclassmen.
Let's send it to Ashley now.
So my plan for the upcoming school year is to continue raising lots of money for my grade level, which I've been very passionate about. So far, we've raised about $2,000 since my sophomore year. Of course, it goes to subsidizing prom's costs, but I also look forward to being the connection between the student body to making changes, that everyone is able to come to me when they want to make a change. And I don't just say that I'll make it, I show them and prove that I'm willing to make changes.
Thank you so much, Ashley. So for the next question, we want to know, why do you think you're the right choice to become the president here at Beverly? Let's start with Ashley, please.
So the reason why I believe I'm the best candidate, also regarding the experience that I've had in the class and how truly involved I've been, I am the president of a few clubs on campus and I'm very involved. I truly know how the position works. Throughout this past year as vice president, I've been able to watch our current president do his job, and I'm fully prepared to take over the position, and I already have everything planned to begin as soon as the school year starts.
Thank you so much, Ashley. Now, Jasmine, can you please answer the same question?
I think I'm the best position or the best candidate for the position because I'm super willing to make connections to students and get their voices on different topics and make changes that need to be made. I also think that I'm super positive, and that's a really good trait to have when being the president. There's a lot of challenges that you face, but my positive attitude can help me overcome those. And I also think that I'm very hardworking. I'm in different classes that showcase that, and I think that that's also a very needed quality to be president.
Perfect. And our last question is, obviously we all know that the president sets the overall tone of the ASB classroom. What is the tone that you would like to set, and how would you set it? Starting with Ashley.
So the overall tone that I would have as a goal for the next school year is to make ASB sort of like a family. I think we're close to that, just so everyone can be close and everybody is friendly and everybody is comfortable speaking to each other. And the way that I would do that is that I've been looking into different trips we could take to Disneyland and overnight trips to really bond with the students, especially for the future head row and executive cabinet. It's really important that the students are involved with each other and enjoy each other's company.
Thank you. Now to Jasmine.
I think the tone that I want to set is to be very spirited. I think our school spirit currently is at a low, and that next year, if I were to be elected president, I would just really want to increase the school spirit, and that starts with ASB. So just holding events and really working with each other to plan and showcase why we're so happy to be part of ASB and so ready to plan these events. I think that our school spirit can really increase next year, and I'm really excited for that.
Thank you so much to the both of you. I'm certain that this information will help all our students vote on Thursday. So I'm going to kindly ask you guys to leave. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we're going to call up the next candidates for head row vice president, which are Charlie Brock and Lila Abrashami. So we will do the same thing and give you 30 seconds to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about yourself. Let's please start with Charlie.
Hi, my name is Charlie Brock, and I'm running to be your next student body vice president. I was a new student at Beverly Hills Unified School District on August of 2020 as a new freshman, and I'm running to make Beverly a welcoming and accepting campus for all. I think students who are new to the district have a very hard time adjusting to the new district and to the new school, and I think if I was elected student body vice president, I want to give a voice to all students where they can feel accepted and welcomed at Beverly.
Thank you so much, Charlie. Now please, Layla, take 30 seconds to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Lila Abrashami, and I'm running to be your student body vice president. With my past experience in ASB as freshman class president as well as sophomore class president, I believe that I have the leadership skills that are required in order to take on such a prestigious role. With my past experiences and the ideas that I have in mind, I'm hoping to make our goals, our ideas, and our plans for the future a reality. So please, vote for me.
Thank you so much for the both of you. Now for our first official question, we would want to know, as your role as vice president, you will be helping the president. How do you plan to aid and support the president? Let's start with Charlie.
If I'm elected as student body vice president, I would be working very closely with our next student body president, and that's very important. Our student body president is the head of ASB, and working with the president takes a lot, and we would have to, share our ideas and have to compromise even if we have disagreements. We would have to also get feedback from our student body and our other ASB members that the president has and the vice president gets. So together, the president and the vice president will eventually always obviously have to come up with different ideas, but we'll have to compromise and help the president get its agenda out.
Unfortunately, your time is up. Layla?
So as Charlie said, I think a big thing between the vice president and the president is working together to overcome obstacles and planning events together for the entire student body, not just for a specific grade. So I think the biggest thing that the student body vice president and the president would need to work on together is to come to a compromise. Compromise is essential here. So I think with whichever president gets elected and whichever student body vice president gets elected, I think it is important for us to meet together and work out whatever differences we may have and come to a plan together that both of us can agree with.
Thank you. And our second question is, what would you do to increase school spirit here at Beverly? Let's start with Charlie.
As the previous candidates have said, school spirit is at a very low, and I think that is very sad to see. Beverly Hills High School is a very special high school that we are very fortunate to be at, and we want to be known for having the best school spirit ever. I think we can increase the school spirit by having more student activity events and also getting feedback from students and seeing what students want to see for their school to happen. I think having more students at football games and showing more students that we care, and showing students that on spirit days that we can dress and have fun all together as a student body, that's what makes it fun, and that's how we can increase it.
Thank you. Now Lila?
Yeah, so I do agree. I do believe that that school spirit is at a very low point right now. And I think as student body vice president, it would be my job to increase that. I believe that next year we need to start off the year strong. We need to have new students, such as freshmen or new students in any grade, and current students feel proud to come to Beverly. We need to show them that they are all part of the Norman Nation and that together we go through everything. And as Charlie mentioned, I do believe that having events that students would like to come to is essential, and I do believe that with that we should communicate to the student body to make sure that this happens.
Wow, that's amazing. Both of us are very grateful that you spent your time here to give us more information. So we kindly ask that you leave to make room for our next candidates, which are Sophia Manavi and Natasha Magrefte.
Thank you guys
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Sophia and Natasha are currently running for secretary on the student council. So you guys, could you please start with your 30-second opening statement, starting with Natasha?
Hi, my name is Natasha Magrefte. I'm the current junior class president, and I'm running to be your student body secretary. I know that this role is a big responsibility, and I know that I'd be able to do my best in it. I want to be able to create a school environment where everyone feels comfortable, and I want to increase school spirit, and I know I'll be able to do that.
Perfect. Now Sophia.
Hi, my name is Sophia Manavi. I'm running for student body secretary. I'm currently the sophomore vice president. I just want to be secretary to create a really nice environment where everyone is welcome, everyone's friendly, make sure that the Beverly community really comes together.
Thank you. So our first official question is for the both of you, and it's, how will you reach out to the students and inform them about events happening at school? Let's please start with Sophia.
I think a great way to reach out to everyone is through Instagram, let everyone know through social media, but also making flyers around the school, having people talk about the events that are going on is really important to getting everyone to show up. And if we get everyone to show up, it's really easy to create a nice environment. So social media and also having people talk about it. And in addition to the Norman update, we have 5 minutes during the school time to get everyone informed about everything going on in the school.
Thank you. Now Natasha.
So I think a really important way to communicate to students is through social media, like Sophia said. I think a lot of students, a part of their daily routine is scrolling through social media, and I think if the flyers and posts are there for them to see, then they won't miss it and they'll know about all the events. And I think another thing that ASB has been successful in this year is making flyers in order to publicize and posters around the school so people won't miss it and they'll know.
Thank you. Your second question is, what are some qualities that make you a great fit to be secretary? Starting with Natasha.
I think some qualities that make me a great fit for secretary are that I'm a really organized person and I know how to be on top of everything that I need to get done. And I'm also very detail oriented, which is a big part of being secretary. And I've been able to watch in ASB this year the secretary and learn about what needs to be done to get that job done. And I think I'd be able to do that.
Thank you. Can you please hear the same question for Sophia?
I really love hearing what the student body wants to have and what things they want to do. I'm also a really patient person. I really like to talk to everyone. I have been able to watch the current secretary as he is my brother, so I've been able to see what he's been able to do, and really I think I'd be able to do a great job.
Perfect, thank you. We're going to kindly ask you to leave and bring up the Camille Kaiserman, who's currently running for student body treasurer. Her opponent, Feng Yang Wang, was not able to make it today, so it's just Camille.
Hello, my name's Camille Kaiserman. I'm running for head row treasurer, and I'm super excited to run for this role. My brother was in this position, and he made me really excited for it, telling me about all the fun times he had in high school. I want to recreate that for everyone here. I want high school to be so fun for us, because these are some of the most formative years of our lives, so I think it's so important that we have fun and look back with happy memories.
Thank you so much for introducing yourself, Camille. So the first question is, as treasurer, how would you regulate the finances of ASB?
Really, the main job for treasurer is we need to make sure that everyone knows where the money is coming from and where it's going to. It's so important that everyone knows this, and they need to pay attention to what's happening. Obviously, it might not be like the most fun job to listen to like activity requests, like the money that goes behind it, but it's so important. So as long as you're like confident and you tell them like what's happening and keep them engaged, it'll be so important for them to know where their money is.
Amazing.
Perfect. Our second question is, how will you guys make sure that the money is being spent the right way, and like whether it's on sports or anything, how will you make sure that it's being used correctly?
A lot of our money goes to sports, and it's so important that where our money is going to is where the students feel comfortable with it. We can't irresponsibly be using money, but it's important that we don't waste money on things we don't need or want. If we really want something and we use the money for it and we use it in a responsible way, that's really important and we need that. So, yeah, that's it.
Thank you so much, and thank you all for being here today. These are all the candidates who are running for Student Council Head Row, and election day is this Thursday.
Be sure to vote. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is from KBEV. Have a good one. Make sure to vote.